Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to all the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to all the Akim and Aquaf tuning in and listening. This is Daniel, I got from the Great Millstone Chicago camp, and I'm with the young brother.
You're my bar.
And you go ahead.
We was going into, I saw a quote. It said, it feels like heaven to get to hell, and it feels like hell to get to heaven. Ultimately, these people, they want to live a comfortable life, and they want to live this life that caters to their wickedness, that caters to their profane lifestyle, and ultimately, it feels good to them. All right, but what us as servants of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, right now, we're going through, trials, tests, afflictions, and all of it is ultimately going to work towards us being vessels unto salvation, man.
That's right.
All right. I got this 1 Peter 1. I'm gonna start at 6. Wherein ye greatly rejoice through now for a season, if need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptations, that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor at the glory at the appearing of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. So ultimately, all of this that we're going to go through, this hell that we're going through, to ultimately get into, the kingdom that first go around, ultimately it's working righteous fruits, man. All right, it's a precious trial. All right, we're not just going through this, just to go through this, man. All right, the Lord is putting us through this so we can grow and, be made vessels unto salvation, man. Because as we are now, clearly we're not ready. All right, because the Lord still has to get us prepared for when that time, fully comes down, man. All right, when the devil fully comes down with great wrath, because but he have a short time, man. All right, the Lord is preparing us. All right, these people aren't getting prepared. These people are in La La Land. All right, they think, that's why the scriptures say, one to them that desire the day of the Lord, for what end it shall be for you. All right, all these people think that they're good. All these people, in La La Land, living their heaven out, in their own delusional minds. And they think that in the end, they're going to get saved. They don't even know what they're being saved from. They think they saved now,
That's right. I got one. This is Matthew chapter 7 and 13 in the NLT. You can enter God's kingdom only through the narrow gate. The highway to hell is broad, and the gate is wide for the many who choose that way. But the gateway of life is very narrow, and the road is difficult, and only a few ever find it.
Sure.
And the Lord is always, hey, this is tribulation, man. Hey, but that's okay, man. It says through much tribulation we should enter the kingdom, because if it was so easy, everybody would do it. That's how you know that this truth ain't for everybody. The Lord is only dealing with a small number, man. Can you get second address 8 and 1? Well, no, you can get whatever you get for second address. Well, I get it.
I got a second address though.
Okay. But that's how you know the Lord is dealing with a small number. So this is actually, you should consider yourself, grateful that you even been called, that you even know about this truth. Because there's a lot of jakes that know they Israelites, but not in the truth. It's somehow the Lord can really throw a veil over your mind to where you're just so close, but yet far away. But yet it's playing upon tables upon His elect. So
got that second address you called for. The second address 8 and 1, and he answered me, saying, the Most High hath made this world for many, but the world to come for few.
And that's right. Let these people have this shit. This world is for the wicked. Right now, the wicked is ruling right now. Like what it says, they hate thee that rebuketh at the gate. So this place is against righteousness. So if you stand for if you have any standard, you stand for righteousness, you about Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, this world is going to hate you. You're going to be separated from this place, man. So, of course, okay, and that's another thing. That's what builds us up, man. Because we understand, hey, when everything's said and done, hey, that persecution is going to come, and we got to get built up for that, man. So really, the Lord is actually desensitizing us of this world, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
one, to back up your point, I want to go to, this is Hebrews 11. I'm going to start at 36. This is going into, the people that believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and have faith in the Lord, right? Hebrews 11, verse 37, they were stoned, they were sawn asunder, were tempted, were slain with the sword. They wandered about in sheepskins and goatskins, being destitute, afflicted, tormented, of whom the world was not worthy. They wandered in deserts and in mountains and in dens and caves of the earth. And these all, having obtained a good report through faith, received not the promise. So ultimately, all these, the righteous before us, they were serving the Lord. And as you can see, this doesn't sound like a heaven to get to hell, man. All right, this sounds like a hell to get to heaven, man. All right, because if you jump up to verse 13, it says, these all died in faith, not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off, and were persuaded of them, and embraced them, and confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims on the earth. So ultimately, the righteous before us, they saw it, man. They counted it, man, as worthy to to go through this suffering.
Yeah, they counted the cost because they understood that, okay, we wasn't going to get it around this time, but they know, hey, and that's how it, and that was that's maturity, man. Knowing that, hey, we putting off instant gratification for the kingdom, man.
That's right.
This world is about, the right now, and we realize we had to wait for this, man. I got one. This is Matthew 19 and 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahushua said unto them, verily I say unto you, verily I say unto you that that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye shall also sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. So really, the Lord told him, like, you going down this side right now, but yeah, you're gonna come back. And that's how the Lord is dealing with regeneration, man. So those same spirits are here today because we was here with the Lord back then, man.
That's right. And to finish up that point in the Hebrews 11, they went through hell on the pathway to heaven. So it's going to feel like hell on the pathway to heaven, man. All right, it shouldn't feel like heaven to heaven, man. All right, because these people are living out their heaven now again. So ultimately, through all these, I got this 2 Ezra 7 and 18. Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things, and hope for wide. For they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things, yet shall not see the wide. So these people are ultimately going to go through all these terrible things for vanity, man. These people are ultimately going to go through all these terrible things just to die in the end, man. All right, but going back to our trial of faith being more precious than gold, man. All right, this is our trial. All right, we're going to go through this hell to get to this heaven, man. All right, so it's not supposed to feel good. All right, it's not supposed to feel like La La Land. All right, we're put here to suffer. Patience goes into suffering. All right, the Lord had to endure when He was on the scene. The disciples back then had to endure. The prophets are back in their lives. So, Lord willing, we be at that number. We've been going through this hell for a very long time, and it's finally going to pay off in this lifetime. All right, because it said, that He was 11 that they haven't received the promises, but they obtained a good report through faith. This is the lifetime where we receive the promises.
That's right.
All right, so when all this said and done, and them nukes, touch Babylon, touch America, and hey, we're gonna receive the promises, man.
That's right.
All right, so we finally made it to our heaven in this lifetime, man, and it's coming very, very soon. We just got to keep enduring and remember that this this time is not the time for us to have that heaven, man.
Okay, I got one. This is Lamentations chapter 4 and 22. I've been in the NLT a lot. Lamentations 4 and 22 in the NLT. O beautiful Jerusalem, your punishment will end. You will soon return from exile, But Edom, your punishment is just beginning. Soon your many sins will be exposed. And look, man, hey, this is it. We have been exiled. The Lord had cast us away because we had disobeyed the Lord. So we just get. Look, man, the Lord is ready to redeem us, man.
That's right.
We've been in captivity for too long, and look, man, it's time, man. It's over with. We really look, man. The Lord is ready for us to be in glory, man. And really, it's time for wickedness to get put out. And really, it's time for us to just be. We want to just live in righteousness, man. We had enough of this shit. We seen enough of this shit, man.
Right.
So really, we need the kingdom, man. That's our only way out. I got another one. This is Sirach 20, and we can end it. I mean, unless you got another. This is Sirach 20 and 32. Necessary patience in seeking the Lord is better than he that leadeth his life without a guide. So it's necessary that we gotta suffer to serve the Lord, man. That's necessary, because the Lord is building us up one way or another, man. We always, like you said, we not ready yet until the Lord says we ready.
That's right.
So really, we still got work to do, and it's better. The things that we go through is better than being a stray nigga in the earth that ain't got no correction. Man, okay, we get corrected right off bat, but that's better than just being out here left to your own devices, man. The Lord is keeping us in check. That's how you know the Lord care about us.
Yeah, he deals with us as he deals with sons, man. He's bopping us on the top of our head every time we mess up, but he's just letting these niggas live day to day wicked. All right, that's way the Lord building up a case against you is way worse than the Lord just dealing with you every time you go off, because at least now you can. A righteous man falls 7 times, but the wicked shall fall into mischief. So 7 goes into complete. The Lord, he's if we still believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we keep calling on the names, and we stay close to him and lean out on understanding. He's gonna pick us up when we slip, man.
That's right.
All right, these people, they're just out here stumbling and fumbling, man. They don't got no covering. All right, they don't got no armor in this.
If this gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, those that's going to perish. So these people are meant to die.
All right, and they'll tell us we're crazy, though. All right, but
hopefully, this lesson was edifying.
Right.
I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to all the apostles and